so I have to process it. We find so many excuses when the Lord said, follow me. But we find so many excuses, yet we are saying we are followers of Jesus. And this is where the costs come in. The costs come in where we have to give up these excuses in order to follow Jesus. The third one is where Jesus said, this time it was another willing follower, but he come with excuse. He said, I will follow you, but see, so many times we have those excuses. I will be a missionary, but I will be a Sunday school teacher, but I will be sitting on the choir, but I will do this, but their condition. If you want to follow him, but you have a condition that you make this excuse and say, I would really want to wear my dress tall, but you know, so this follower didn't wait on anybody to call them. They know that their duty is to follow Jesus. This is their responsibility to follow Jesus. But they laid down condition and said, if you make me well, I will follow you. You ever hear those excuses, those conditions laid down when people say, boy, if the Lord get me better, then I will do this. If the Lord allow me to get the job, then I will do that. We lay down these conditions. We want to follow Jesus, but we lay down these conditions and say, these are the conditions under which I will follow Jesus. So if Jesus don't fulfill these conditions, we'll never follow him. But Job did not follow Jesus because of any condition. He did not follow Jesus and make excuses, but he followed him without any condition. He said, this is my duty to follow, so we are going to follow without a condition. And these are the costs of following Jesus. It takes so much to follow Jesus that if we are not willing to be radical, then we will not be a follower of Jesus. We cannot fight for the faith, and we cannot press to the finish line if we are not willing to follow Jesus without a condition. Jesus wants us to understand that for us to become disciples, to be in his company, to be on his side, to be in his party, we have to put aside ourselves. The first one, the first follower said, look Jesus, yes, I will go where you want me to go, but I have to be guaranteed that I have a roof over my head. I have to know that when I walk with you throughout the day and the sun burn me, then I'll know where I can lay down and rest. I know where I can get a shower. I know where I can get shelter to change my garment. You know, we want to follow, but yet still we are not willing to pay the price. The second one said, I have my family, I have my father. My father is so important, and my father is on his sick bed, ready to die. So give me an opportunity, give me an opportunity. Let me bury him first before I follow you. These are excuses that we make from time to time. And it's not that we are not saying that you don't have to do these things. And what Jesus wants us to understand in this, if we look at verse 56 in the first instance, or let us go up a little to verse 51, and we'll understand the reason why Jesus was heading in the direction where he was heading. Verse 51 says that, and it came to pass when the time was come that he should be received up, he steadfastly set his face to go to Jerusalem. Jesus' time had come, and he knew that everything will be fulfilled, and all things will be fulfilled at Jerusalem. This is where he will be given up to the Gentiles. So this is why Jesus now was heading towards Jerusalem. He was determined to go to Jerusalem. So he headed steadfastly to Jerusalem. And to show that the destination of Jesus was predestinated is that Jesus sent messengers ahead of him to prepare the way for him. And these messengers, they stopped in Samaria. But when they stopped in Samaria, nobody in Samaria accepted them. Nobody in Samaria was willing to give them a place to stay. And this is why Jesus said to those who wish to follow him, because these men knew that Jesus was on his way to Jerusalem, because they saw the direction in which he turned. So they knew where he was heading. So they said, well, I'm coming with you. But Jesus said, even though I'm heading to Jerusalem, even though I'm heading to my destination, I won't get to my destination overnight. I might have to get some rest before I reach my destination. But I don't know where I'm going to rest, because I have nowhere prepared for myself. So that's why he sent messenger ahead to see if this person could have prepared some place for him. So he said, these people rejected his message and said, no, we have no place. So they have to move on to our next city. But while they were there, the disciples turned to him and said, Jesus, like how these people reject you, they turn their back on you. Can you just let us call on fire? Let us call on fire like how Elijah called on fire and consume those who mock him. Let us call on fire from heaven and burn them up. But Jesus said, no, this is not it. If you want to follow me, you have to do as I do and do as how we are commanded. We are not here to destroy. We are not here to kill, but we are here to give life. So this is what Jesus said to them. Even though they rejected us, not giving us nowhere to rest, don't wish anything evil for them. Don't think of anything wrong to do them. Just let it slip and pass, because the reason why we are here is to give life. So even though somebody say negative things about you, don't pray and say, Lord, kill that one. Lord, destroy that one. Yes, they're doing us wickedness. Yes, they're perplexing us. Yes, they're persecuting us. Yes, they're lying on us. Yes, they're doing all these manner of evil against us. But yet still, let us give them life. This is radical person have to be radical to do these things. Because Minister Smith, somebody lie on you. Somebody make you lose your job. The job that they depend on to benefit you, pay your rent, pay your mortgage, buy food, go up and down. They lose that job. And yet still, Jesus is saying, give that person life. It's not easy. It's not easy. It takes a radical person to do these things. And this is what Jesus wants us to understand. That we have to be radical. We have to know that even though this is my last opportunity to get the promotion, and somebody destroy that opportunity. And Jesus is saying, give that person life. Don't wish that person any evil. Still pray for that person. Still love that person. Still wish that person well. It takes radical persons to do this. So this is why Jesus said, foxes of the old, birds of the air have their nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay the head. The second follower is the one, as we said earlier, the one that have so many excuses when you are called. This second follower said, permit me to go bury my father. Allow me to bury my dead. Allow me to put aside